This is Jagielski's intro. Jagielski is preparation.
Hello, wonderful people. So today we'll be doing some coding, and we'll be making a game in Love. So yeah, let me launch the Zero Brain Studio because it's literally that's the exact amount of brain I have. So yeah, that's a nice KD plasma, as you can see. Very good. Anyway, we need to create a project directory, which is we need to create something. My home directory, and let's make a folder. Let's make love projects. No. Love work. And let's chunk. Yes, one. And because it is called Eurochunk, and this will be important as the series go on. So we need a main Lua file. So let's save this in as the main Lua, and we also need a config file which will be called conf.lua. Fuck. Rename. Too many Luas. Yep. And now we need to check the documentation for the config file. So other tutorials doesn't look at this thing. No, you need to read the documentation, okay? Trust me. Every programmer reads documentation. No programmer has everything in their head, okay? So let's get as we can see, this Love wiki. So let's get to the config files, and we'll be making this config file. So we need function love.conf t. So yeah. So let's make that function love dot conf t. As you can see, Zero Brain has built-in docs, but we'll be not using that. And we need to end that. So the t.identity t.identity equals, and what we need the name of the game, because we need to this will okay and zero brain attacks again. Okay, I literally have no brain right now. Anyway, this name will define where the saves of the game are stored in. So let's Eurojunk, and because that will be Eurojunk platformer. Like Jet Set Willy. So yeah, let's also create a window. We also need to specify version of Lua. We are on 5, I think. Sorry, not version of Lua, version of Love. So let's create a quick main.lua, which will be our main file. So let's check it out. So yeah, we need the function, I think love.init, which will be where we are function love.update dt is delta time, and we need the function love.draw, which will be everything. No, sorry, not init. Load. So yeah. So because we want to print row graphics print hello love, and let's start on 42, and let's say 4, and let's test that. Hello love. Okay, so let's continue on with the config file, which we need to set up the console first. We don't need what. Actually, we can get rid of the version, but this will run on the older version of Love, which might not work. So let's leave that in. But yeah, we need to now set up the window title. Eurojunk platformer. So it will be like Jet Set Willy, which means we won't have to implement scrolling because it will be screens, not scrolling. So yeah, we also want the window width 640 by 480. And let's launch that again. And we have a nice thing going on here, but yeah. So yeah. See, this looks correct. Looks correct. We don't export to Android, but if we did, we would like that to be true, because that will allow people to transfer the saves. And we also don't need to turn off any modules. So yeah. Now we need to go back to this thing and we need to what the fuck? So we need to go to Love Graphics and print. Okay. Okay. How do I think? Oh, not that think of printf. So let's make a global variable last delta. And last delta and maybe that was how you conquered things in Lua. Okay. Was that 2 dots? Okay. So the last delta, and as you can see, you don't have to worry about the creating screen because that is done automatically on each frame. It's very nice, especially if we would do something like Wolfenstein 3D, it would suffer from the Hall of Mirrors effect if we went outside the map. But yeah. So yeah. But that will be start of our Eurojunk platformer. In the next video, we'll be going over implementing scenes such as main menu and creating our first map. Thank you and have a nice day.